All right, so I'm now officially less than 6 weeks out from the competition. And I'm finally getting myself some goodies. I'm a big believer in like just get stronger. So a lot of the stuff I've always done in the gym, I like to gravitate towards things that are hard just for the sake of being hard. And I've had to kind of learn my lesson over the years, because sometimes I would do things that were unnecessarily difficult, like there were too many layers of difficulty, and in the end it was just a stupid idea and I'd hurt myself. But I'm typically, for years and years and years, I don't wear wrist wraps to support my wrist, no matter what I'm lifting, max effort, overhead, bench, doesn't matter, just naked wrist. I very rarely use knee sleeves or anything. I'll put on a belt, but I don't have these. Like, I have a 10 millimeter belt, single prong, real flimsy. I don't use these real thick, like 13 millimeter lever belt as tight as possible. I like to keep it minimal. And an example of that is this. These are knee sleeves that I bought, I think close to 14 years ago, like 13 or 14 years ago. And these, as you can see by the label here, were made by Elite FTS. And I ordered these probably a few months, 6 months or so before the last competition I ever did, which was the European Championships in Kiev, Ukraine. That was in 2014. So I guess I ordered these in 2013, which is, okay, they're only 12 years old. But these were the Elite FTS triple ply knee sleeves. And at the time, I think these were 2XL. I was weighing around 100, 102 kilos, and they slid on pretty easy. They weren't super tight. They're, to me, more for warmth and a little bit of compression, just to kind of stabilize and support the joint. And I only used them for competition prep. I didn't use them as a staple of all my training. And over the years, I would go months and months not use them, and then I'd use them a little bit here and there. Kind of depended on what I was doing, but what's funny is that these are now over a decade old, and they still are in one piece. Like the edges have not come apart. There's no loose threads. There's no holes. They're stretched out. You can actually see that around the top, it's wavy. Like it's wavy just from being stretched so much over the years. But what's funny is that these are not tight at all. They are really for warmth more than anything. Like if I put this on, I stand up and I can just slide it right up. There's no resistance, and as I go through reps, it'll start to actually work its way back down my leg, and I'll have to re-pull. But these are loose enough, actually, that I can put them on and take them off even while wearing my shoes at the gym. So with this upcoming strongman competition, I decided, okay, I should probably order some new sleeves. And since shipping to Taiwan is expensive, and then there's also import fees and everything else, I'm not just gonna order knee sleeves. And I decided I'll try some elbow sleeves. So before I go any further, I did get these. These are brand new triple ply knee sleeves. It's the exact same material, the exact same size. It's the same design, same everything, except these are sold by Elite FTS and these ones are Evolution Athletics. But I don't like this modern neoprene stuff that people have been raving about for years. Neoprene, it sticks to the skin too easily. It's a pain in the ass to put on and to take off. Considering how much it sticks to the skin and how hard it is to get on, like once it's on, it doesn't hug the joint very well. It feels like it's not really stabilizing anything. It's not really worth the effort, if that makes sense. And it doesn't just keep the knee warm, it makes it hot. Like I can feel my skin sweating underneath the neoprene, and the sweat pools up and it starts to feel like I'm gonna get a rash or something. And because of that sweat, when you do take them off, which once they're wet, it's even harder to get the things off, they stink bad. And yeah, like considering neoprene is such a cheap material, like they're more expensive than they should be. It's a pain in the ass to put them on. Once they're on, they don't really fit very well. The knees sweat, it irritates the skin. So I just like these old school, like whatever this material is, just kind of this elasticy stuff. It's kind of like a thicker version of an Ace bandage type of material. But anyway, these are the exact same, except this says Evolution Athletics on it. And I got these new ones, and I figured I'm also going to try the elbow sleeves, because although I traditionally have never used elbow sleeves, a couple years back, I ordered these, and being that we're in Taiwan and everyone cares only about neoprene these days, these are neoprene elbow sleeves. They're not very thick, you know, they're kind of stretchy, whatever, but I decided to give these a shot, and I've never really used them because, again, like this is for the right, this is left here. I don't know if it makes a difference right from left, but that's what the label says, so that's why I wear it. I'm not pumped up right now. I'm not pumped up. I'm not really sweaty. I'm a little sweaty, I guess, because it's hot up here. But if I put this on my forearm, it starts to grab even at my forearm. And if I try to put it on, it's sticking to the skin. So getting this on is an unbelievable pain in the fucking ass. It just sticks and grabs so much. Eventually I give up around here because it's starting to hurt my shoulder trying to manipulate it, and it's hurting my fingers and it ends up not going up very high. And then once it's on, I actually feel like it's not offering much support. It's just a pain in the ass. And then my skin gets irritated and I sweat even more, and it sucks. So again, I know I've said it already, but I hate neoprene. These simple, you know, Ace bandage material, just thicker. There's 3 layers of it. This, even being brand new, this is the tightest it's ever going to be. It's going to start stretching out and getting worn out like my old ones. But even this, my arms are now sweatier than they were a few seconds ago because I had to work up the sweat to get those neoprene ones on. You can see with no effort at all, I got it right up. Like I can talk to you while I do it. They come right up. And then once they're on, they're comfortable. You can see there's a little bit of room around my bicep, a little room around my forearm. They're not overly tight. But because that material can bunch up, when it comes down, it feels like, oh, it's actually offering support. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm actually looking for some warmth without skin irritation, and for it to actually support my joints when I'm going through a motion. So today, I just got these in the mail. I said I ordered them from Evolution Athletics. I'll go ahead and put them on, but today is gonna be the first workout actually trying these out. It's not a heavy day. Yesterday was a heavy-ish day where I did Atlas stones and log press. And I tell you, the irony is that I've always had disproportionately strong shoulders. Like I can sit on a bench and do dumbbell overhead press, like all the way down until the dumbbells are tapping my front delts. All right, I really believe strongly in having a full range of motion. And I would do, like after doing bench press and after doing incline bench and after doing various other things, one of the final moves I would do for my shoulders, after they should be pretty taxed at that point, is I would switch over and like I'd finish my shoulders with dumbbell overhead press. And sitting on a bench doing dumbbell overhead press, I would still do the 100-pound dumbbells, which is like the 45-kilo dumbbells, or sometimes the 110s, which is like, I think it's 110, whatever it is. It's a 50-kilo dumbbell. And I'd do it for like, you know, sets of 5 to 8, multiple sets of between 5 and 8. Nobody handing it off to me, just kick it off and kick it up. You know, no wrist wraps, no elbow sleeves, no nothing. So my shoulders have always been pretty strong. But the problem is I've done very limited like standing barbell overhead press over the years. Because in powerlifting, it wasn't really a thing. I just sit on a bench to overload them. So what I found my limitation was with stability. Like I'd go to a barbell and try to do overhead press, and my shoulders felt okay, but I'd feel so wiggly, like I couldn't prevent myself from wanting to fall back. So that's been one of the biggest problems trying to get used to then the log, like doing log press, was the log is already so big and oversized and so awkward that even people that have really good barbell overhead press, like strict press, struggle learning the log because it's such a big, awkward, goofy implement. So I'm not even good with barbell overhead press if I'm standing because I was already wiggly and off balance. And then moving to a log, it was especially like humbling and embarrassing. But I was able to do 105 on the log yesterday, which felt pretty good. Again, the biggest problem, I have a video of it on my Instagram. The biggest problem is I was off balance. Like I I stumbled to the left and woo, you know, fucking wiggly. But I was able to save it and still lock it out. The goal is to do 130, 140 on the log press this year, because power wise, I think I have the power to do it. I just can't keep myself stable. I can't. Anyway, that's enough. I'm gonna do some light work today and see if things feel better having these new sleeves, because that will offer a little bit more stability. We'll see.
I used to run this window AC unit that's tucked behind my cable crossover, and I had two just regular circulating fans. And between that window AC and those two circulating fans, those like regular floor fans, I was still pouring sweat. It barely took the edge off. But that single 750 watt 24-inch fan, it's an industrial fan, placed in the corner back there, moves enough air. Even me standing over here, my shirt is flapping. It moves enough air that I actually stay comfortable. I sweat a little bit, but it's all right.